The dirt road stretched like an old scar through the forest, veined with dust and silence. The air was thick with the smell of burnt pine and something deeper. Regret, maybe. At the edge of the road sat a dilapidated farmhouse, with its porch half fallen in. Leaning against a cracked pillar was a woman in a long, tattered green dress, cradling a broken mandolin. Her name was Joan Turner. Her eyes, pale with the hollowness of sleepless nights, stared down that long road, and she waited. Every now and then, a man or a woman would come hobbling down, wearing uniforms soaked with grime of war. Their faces bore the same lost expression, their eyes holding the same far-off look as though they weren't quite here or there. Joan would nod as they passed. Some would nod back. A few tipped hats. None stopped for long. It had been this way for 3 days. Each time she heard the shuffle of boots or the groan of a tired horse, she'd sit up straighter. Her hand would press over her heart. Then she'd see it wasn't him. Not yet. The wind stirred the trees as if they remembered, as if they whispered. On the fourth morning, a man limped up the road with a rifle strapped across his back and blood staining his gray coat. He paused before her porch. Joan narrowed her eyes. "You're the first one to look like you might sit a spell." The man leaned on the wooden rail. "Wouldn't mind it, ma'am. My leg's taken a back turn." "Sit, then." He lowered himself slowly to the porch, as if the world weighed heavy on his bones. "My name's Joan Turner." He nodded. "Name's Elias Campbell, Captain, 3rd Division." They sat in silence for a moment, listening to the cicadas. "You've been fighting long?" she asked. "Long enough. Long enough to forget what peace feels like." She eyed him. "Where you headed, Captain?" Elias didn't look at her. He looked down the road. "Same place as the others. I reckon somewhere ahead." "Don't rightly know." Joan leaned forward. "You from this side? The south?" He gave a tired laugh. "Not anymore. I don't think I belong to anything now." She nodded solemnly. "I lost my husband in the war. Or maybe I didn't. No telegram came. Just rumors and silence." Elias looked at her gently. Sometimes silence is answer enough. They talked through the long afternoon. He was kind, thoughtful, wounded not just in the leg, but in the soul. When he stood to leave, Joan surprised herself by touching his arm. "You sure you need to go? You could stay here. Rest." He looked at her hand, then at her. "Rest comes further down the road." Joan watched him limp away, a gray ghost fading into the trees. That night she played her mandolin for the first time in weeks. The notes rang hollow at first, then clearer. The next day brought more passersby, a nurse with empty eyes and red-stained gloves, a boy no older than 16, humming something tuneless, a preacher missing half his face. None stayed. None spoke more than a few words, but each gave Joan the same uneasy feeling, that they were not just wounded or tired, but gone. By midday, Joan was pacing. When she saw the next figure limping towards her, something in her heart stopped. It was Eric Turner, her husband. His coat was ripped, his face smeared with soot, but it was him, her Eric. "Eric," she whispered. He paused. smiled faintly. "Hello, Joan." She rushed to him, grabbing his hands, tears flooding her face. "You're alive." He looked past her, then down at their hands. "I am," in a manner of speaking. She pulled him onto the porch. "Come in. Sit. I'll fetch water. Food." "I'm not hungry, Joan." She froze. He looked at her, sadness thick in his voice. "I didn't come to stay. But the war is over, isn't it? They say it ended days ago." "It did." "Then you're home." Eric closed his eyes. "Joan, this road, this place, it's not the world you think it is." They sat by side on the creaking porch swing. She stared at him, like she was trying to memorize every inch of his face. "You're saying you're dead?" He didn't answer. "But I can feel you, touch you. Maybe that's the Lord's mercy. Or maybe it's memory." Joan shook her head. "No, no. If you're dead, I should be alone. Shouldn't be able to hold your hand. Shouldn't still smell tobacco on your coat." He looked down the road. "Joan, you haven't noticed?" "Noticed what?" "The porch, the fields, the sky. Nothing's changed in days." She blinked. He was right. The sun hadn't moved. The shadows hadn't shifted. The breeze always came from the same side. "Joan," he said softly, "you're not waiting for me." She stared at him. "You're one of us, one of the passersby." She stood up. "No, that's not true." "Think, Joan. The farmhouse was shelled. There were Union riders who came through. You screamed as the roof came down. I was dreaming. You were dying." She backed away. "Stop it." Eric stepped off the porch. "Come with me. It's time." "No," she whispered. "I'll stay. There might be someone else. Someone hurt, needing help." He smiled. "You've helped all you could. You always did." He walked a few steps down the road and paused. "The road goes where it must. We don't walk it alone." She hesitated, then took one step, then another. As they walked, others joined them. From the trees, from the fields. Men and women, soldiers and nurses. Civilians with soot on their clothes and stars in their eyes. And up ahead, where the dust shimmered golden in the distance, was something warm. A soft, golden light. Not a sun, not a fire. Just peace. Joan reached for Eric's hand. He took it. The wind sighed behind them, and the old road faded into the hush of eternity. If you enjoyed the video, like and share the video and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.